And now, time for my favorite films from January to June, numbers 5 through 1.
Number 5. Now here's where the top 5. These 5 movies you will be seeing again at the end of the year when I do my top 10 for 2012 overall. And we're going to do is Chronicle, the best found footage film I have ever seen. This is awesome. I mean, they did a wonderful job in making the power and making the telekinesis look so real in this movie, and it is just a great way to how someone who's being tormented can become evil, can misuse power. Dane Behan did awesome as Andrew. Alex Russell was great as Matt. And Michael B. Jordan was great as Steve Montgomery. And Ashley Hinshaw was good as Casey. The whole movie was awesome. Definitely check that movie out. And even if the special effects don't look that good, it looked great enough to make it look realistic. Number 4. Number 4 is The Raid Redemption, or better known as The Raid. Definitely a great martial art film right up there with the Bruce Lee ones. Oh, wow. The actors in this foreign film did a wonderful job, and the martial arts in this movie are awesome. Definitely, once that film comes out on DVD, I'm picking that up. I mean, every floor of this gang boss home gets more dangerous as the SWAT team goes up, and it is just an awesome film. The climactic fight, I did feel wasn't as strong as I hoped it would be. Mostly because of how they decided to amp it up. I felt they didn't really need to be amped up that way. So definitely check that movie out. Number 3. Number 3, Cabin in the Woods. Oh, wow. Joss Whedon, who did the screenplay, and who's the director again? Drew Goddard. Oh, wow. This was an awesome movie. And I want to do some spoilers, because I did want to talk about this movie in spoiler fashion. And if you have not seen this movie, you shouldn't be listening to me when I'm talking about this. Oh, wow. Because this is a great film. You got your typical 5 stereotypes that you see in almost every horror movie. Going to this cabin in the woods to get away from it all for a weekend, and it turns out to be the nightmare of their lives. That's pretty much enough for no spoilers. And when you add the spoilers, if you talk any further than that, you're giving away too much. That's how good the movie is. Basically, it's an homage to horror films, and there are some people who didn't like the film, and a small smidget of people. Stephen Hunt was one of the people that said it was overrated, but he still liked it. I think he gave on his rating since he gives popcorn ratings. What he gave out, like a large popcorn or a small, or was that medium popcorn, something like that. it's not overrated. I mean, once you realize the symbolism behind everything, that the puppeteers in the movie are kind of like the horror movie makers, and maybe there's a little bit of the audience perspective in there in puppeteers. And when the climax happens, and you realize these puppeteers are very sick at directing these people into their doom, the reason why they're so sick is because they are in a safe distance. They're out of the danger zone. And obviously, when you're out of the danger zone, it's enjoyable. And when the climax happens, which is basically when the danger turns on the puppeteers, I realized, you're right, it is more enjoyable when you're not in danger. And I realized, oh wow, now I'm sick and twisted by thinking that. And no movie has ever made me feel like, no horror movies ever made me feel like that, where I felt like, oh wow, I was sick and twisted for enjoying this carnage. And that's one of the things that just stunned me and blew me away about this movie. That it just shows how sick and twisted I could be by enjoying a horror movie like this. And then when you get to the ending and how the gods they're trying to appease with this thing is in a way the audience. Oh, I mean, damn, it was just such an amazing film. Definitely check it out. I know I gave away too much in this best review by spoiling it, but still check it out. Oh wow. Number two is The Artist. And this was a great homage to the silent film genre. A great movie. It's weird seeing John Goodman in a black and white film. Jean Dujardin does a wonderful job as Robin Valentin. Bernice Bejo is great as Peppy Miller. Penelope Ann Miller was great in the movie. Clifton James Cromwell, he was great in the film as well. And that dog, oh, I love that dog. He definitely deserved his dog award that he got for this film. Oh wow. It is certainly a wonderful silent film. Go check that out. Number one, obviously you can see what number one is. The Avengers! That was number one for this half year. Oh, wow! Oh, I love this movie. Oh, wow. Every actor did a wonderful job in this film. The story was great. The action was awesome. Oh, and the Hulk. They got the Hulk right. And the best performance for the Hulk. And how well Mark Ruffalo did. And how well the Hulk was done. And Captain America was great. Chris Evans. Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., he was great. Scarlett Johansson was being pretty good in the movie. Was being very good in the movie. And Samuel Jackson was great. Jeremy Renner was awesome. Chris Hemsworth was great. Maria Hill, Kobe Smolder, she was great. Coulson, Clark Gregg, he was awesome. And of course Loki. Tom Hiddleston, oh wow, he was great. I love the Stan Lee cameo. And there was also a cameo from Growing Pains, the youngest actor that was in Growing Pains. I forget her name, but she is one of the, she's the woman that said that she was saved by Captain America at the end. And Gwyneth Paltrow was great in her small role as Pepper Potts. How small, how much screen time she gets. Everything about the movie was awesome. The after credits scene was great.
Humans. They are not the cowering wretches we were promised. They stand. They are unruly and therefore cannot be ruled. To challenge them is to court death.
It is just an amazing film. I think I may go and see that film again. Even though I've seen it 3 times already. Definitely check it out. Avengers Assemble. And those are my top 10 films for the half year. The top 5, which are Avengers, The Artist, Cabin in the Woods, The Raid, and Chronicle. Those 5 films will be coming back for the end of the year review. The top 11 were 2012, so definitely when that happens, it'll be interesting to see how those films rank up with the top 6 from July to December. Thank you very much for watching.